Elm Ridge Cemetery is on Route 27 in North Brunswick, New Jersey. It is a historic cemetery of both the colonial period, 18th century, and the Victorian period, 19th century. Although located in Middlesex County, the majority of the burials are from Somerset County, which directly borders the cemetery. History. Prior to 1868, the cemetery was an informal burial ground on the farm of John Van Cleef. It was near where 6 Mile Run, a small stream, crossed historic Kings Highway, now Route 27, in the historic community of 6 Mile Run. The cemetery was associated with a church at 6 Mile Run, which was located there from 1710 to 1766 when it moved to its present location approximately 1 mile south. The Elm Ridge Cemetery Company was formed in 1868 by an act of the state of New Jersey authorizing the company to purchase an adjoining 5-acre, 2.0 hectares, tract, to improve and operate the cemetery, sell burial plots, and be exempt from taxation as long as the land was used as a cemetery. The act named the initial 7 members of corporation that would manage the cemetery, specified that all future members must be owners of burial plots within the cemetery, and that a new board would be elected annually by vote proportional to the number of plots owned. The act also specified that family gravesites in the old cemetery could continue to be used for burial by the respective families. A conservation assessment was performed in 2005. A conservation project was completed in 2006 to address deterioration of the grave markers. Markers were reset, repaired, and cleaned by Cultural Heritage Research Services, a historic preservation services company. Frelinghuysen Monument. Theodorus Jacobus Frelinghuysen, c. 1691 c. 1747, was Dutch Reformed minister and theologian who immigrated in 1720 to the Raritan River Valley of New Jersey to lead the congregations at Raritan, New Brunswick, 6 Mile Run, 3 Mile Run, North Branch and Harlingen. Upon his death, he was buried at the 6 Mile Run Cemetery without a tombstone. When in 1884 his descendants decided to place a stone on his grave, they could not determine where his body was interred. They erected a cenotaph with the following inscription: Rev. Theodorus Jacobus Frelinghuysen, born at Lingen, East Friesland in 1691. In 1719, he was sent to take charge of the Reformed churches here by the classis of Amsterdam. He was a learned man and a successful preacher. The field of his labor still bears fruit. In contending for a spiritual religion, his motto was, Laudum non quaero, culpam non timo. He died in 1747, and his descendants, humbly sharing in his faith, have erected to his memory this monument. Notable burials: Simon Addis, 1745 to 1834, captain in Revolutionary War. A new grave marker was placed by the Daughters of the American Revolution in 1932. Peter Pommier II, 1739 to 1802, captain in Revolutionary War. Theodorus Jacobus Frelinghuysen, 1691 to 1748, immigrant from Netherlands and theologian. Gustavus Gunther, 1844 to 1922, corporal in the American Civil War. Henry A. Lewis, 1826 to 1900, sergeant in the American Civil War. Jan van Dyck and his wife, Annette Verkerk van Buren, great-grandparents of Rachel van Dyck, subject of the To Read My Heart, the Journal of Rachel van Dyck, 1810 to 1811. Notes: Elm Ridge grave marker transcriptions published in 1914. Elm Ridge Cemetery at Find a Grave. Elm Ridge Cemetery at Billion Graves.